Hey guys, it's the Mad Master here, and I'm doing another video. So, first thing I wanted to say was that I am very thankful for the new subscribers to this channel. I hope to bring some more content and increasingly better content to this channel as time goes on. I also wanted to thank the people for their very positive response on my Danzig is done video, and I do not regret it one bit as far as what I said. I feel, constructive criticism is in order sometimes with musicians. I mean, I don't really have the right to do any kind of criticism as far as, even though, I mean, I do have 6 or 7 projects I'm doing, but it doesn't mean that they're better than Danzig or something like that. I don't want to give the impression that I'm a better musician or songwriter than Danzig or something. I just feel that he's kind of fallen from quality control and motivation in his music, and that's what I was trying to say. But anyways, I wanted to thank people for that. It got quite a number of views and seemed quite popular. So anyways, this video was originally going to be top 5 worst things ex-girlfriends have told me, but I'm just going to put it as the worst thing an ex-girlfriend has told me when we were in the relationship. I didn't write this out. I just felt like, ranting about this because I was thinking about the other day, and I don't really want to bring up old wounds or anything like that, but it just pissed me off. So I dated this girl a number of years back, and things were getting weird at around the 4th or 5th month of me dating her, and it was kind of a situation where didn't really know what was going to happen, and we were having these arguments about kind of stupid shit. And one day she says to me, "Well, you're the kind of guy that can't live without a relationship," or some shit like that. So this is really makes me mad now because I'm just thinking about it. So the whole thing with that was, it was like she was saying I couldn't live without a relationship. I can't live without women or something like that. I mean, it was such a fucking bullshit thing to say. And at the time, I don't know. Thinking back, uh, what was she trying to say? Was she saying she couldn't live without a relationship? Was she just projecting her own bullshit? Was she just being a bitch towards me for whatever reason? I know things were going wrong in the relationship, and that was part of the thing that kind of made it fizzle out. There was things were kind of going weird. We weren't having sex as much, and stuff like that, and it was weird. And there were some other things, some issues I was having that affected me for a long time afterward. Unfortunately, thankfully, it's clear now. So, why did she say that kind of thing? And what does it mean? Well, I did have this faith or this confidence in being happy in a relationship, just striving for more, with a woman. I don't feel like that's a bad thing to, so when I was growing up, I was around a lot of people that were into Eastern culture and beliefs and stuff, and one of the things is don't attach to anything, blah blah blah, blah, blah. There was all this stuff about that. So the problem with that is that in my mind, I went the opposite. Well, I didn't go the opposite way. I went so far that way in guilt and repression of my true feelings and my desires that I hit a wall, and it pushed me way further to the other side. And what I mean by that is that I think it's fine to be detached or not have possessions or seek after anything, have any goals, this Eastern thing. And I'm misinterpreting it even by saying that. I'm showing a caricature or misinterpretation in a certain way, because there's a lot of people that will say that's bullshit. That's not what it teaches, but a lot of people interpret it that way. At least some of the messages around me, some of the people around me were sometimes, not all the time, interpreting it that way. So why not just go with the flow? Get a girlfriend when you meet them in real life, or meet them in life. I mean, when you're doing stuff. Why seek out a girlfriend? Why email girls online? Why approach women? Why do all this stuff? Like, oh my God, you're supposed to fucking just walk down the street. And so this is the thing that she didn't understand at the time, is that there have been years and years that I didn't have a girlfriend. There have been times where, sex was the furthest thing. Sometimes it was the furthest thing from my mind. Sometimes it was the furthest thing away, period, of course. So if I really needed a girlfriend in my life all the time, I would just be desperate and dating everything that, fucking everything that moves, or dating everything. Doesn't that seem like the way it is as far as what would happen? I mean, instead of having gaps at all, I would never have a gap. And I'm not trying to sound misogynist or sexist, but this is just the truth. Women, at least a lot of them, not all of them, have a way easier time jumping relationship to relationship. There's always a guy around. Maybe they're friends at first. And I've had this happen, numerous times, where a woman is like, the relationship's going bad. They already have this friend. Oh, we're hanging out. Oh, he's just a friend. Okay. Next week they're fucking him, And I'm not saying this as a terrible misogynist, like, oh my God, I'm such a victim. I mean, there's guys that do that too. It's not a thing. But women happen to have, especially beautiful women, which this woman was a very beautiful woman. She had done some modeling, 4 years prior. Didn't go anywhere, but, with her modeling. But it was just kind of interesting. And, it was just weird, because the whole thing was just, it got in my brain the other day. I'm just like, what the fuck, Oh, yeah, I have to have women to be happy, blah, blah, blah. No. I mean, sometimes it's just been sustenance to have a woman at all. Like, to have a woman at all is like a big deal sometimes, And, I mean, that's really what I'm trying to say in this video, is like, attributing this false reality, this false narrative to me, I felt was really disingenuous and fucking mean. I mean, you need a woman to be happy. Okay, so yeah, I want to read a book about dating, that's bad. Or, hang out with guys that are going out and approaching women or something. That's just terrible. Terrible to want to expose myself to people, in a social manner. Or, terrible to try to get better with women, or get better with people, or dating, or get over social anxiety. It's just so fucking terrible, because I need a woman to be happy. I need it. Really. I really need a woman to be happy. I fucking, I was just all out. This is the truth. I was a virgin until I was 24 years old. So if I was like that obsessed back then, for a while, I wouldn't date anyone. When I was a teenager, I was like, if you're not into metal, fuck you. Nah. Like, with women too. I was like, if you read Cosmopolitan, you're a fucking conformist. So to say that I need women to be happy, or to live, or whatever, what the fuck? I don't even remember exactly what she said. Well, it's just pure hyperbolic nonsense. I am alive, okay? I like the company of women. If you get something all the time, if something is in your life constantly, and someone is basically fucking scraping by to get what you have. Let's say, okay, so let's say ice cream wasn't necessary. but ice cream was preferred in life. Like if you had ice cream every day for dinner or after dinner or something, it's like it'll make you more happy and stuff. And you could, ice cream leads to other things. You even have like you need ice cream to have kids. You know, if you don't have ice cream, you could eat a little. It's just I'm just doing this metaphor, this allegory. And you have a lot of ice cream. You have a fucking Baskin Robbins 1,000 flavors of whatever. In your backyard, you have this huge freezer that's running on solar power or whatever all the time. And there's a guy that can barely fucking go have the change to go to a Dairy Queen to get a cone. Like he's like banned from Dairy Queen, but sometimes he has enough change to fucking go and buy a cone. And sometimes he's just banned from it altogether. You can't open up the Dairy Queen. It's like the special times that the Dairy Queen's open and he can't get to there in time for whatever reason. When you have that kind of mindset about something that you're fucking ungrateful about, fuck you. And I'm bringing this up. This is old, this is old hat, old news. This woman, long gone out of my life. And my whole point is that don't ever fucking, in a relationship or in a friendship, don't ever fucking attribute something that's that broad of a generalization to someone, especially if you're kind of guilty of it yourself. Jump, frog, leap. This is kind of like my serial monogamous video I did years back, but that's really what the point is that it's just, oh man, it's just so stupid, and it just makes me mad. Yes, I am happier going on dates, meeting women, being sociable. It's just fucking human. It's just human. How about that? Oh my God. It's so wrong to want to be in a relationship because it's so human. So she can go fuck herself for saying that. And, that was just one of the worst things I've ever been told. I mean, whatever. I mean, I don't hate her, whatever. I haven't seen her in a long time, but that whole thing can fuck itself. She could just, I hated that shit. So, I would forgive her, if she talked to me and stuff. I'm not mad about that particular conversation. There was a lot of other stuff, but that particular conversation, for some reason now, I'm thinking about it more because I'm thinking about some of those things that women have told me as far as exes and stuff, and it just made me really pissed. Just, I don't know why it came the other day. Maybe it was a conversation I had with someone else. That's probably what happened. So that's all for this video. Please subscribe. I'm probably going to start posting Patreon and some other stuff, and hope you enjoy this video.